Good morning, it's Dr. James. Hey, I hope you're off to a fabulous start today. It's wonderful to see you. Thank you for your time and thank you for your energy. And today, I want to talk to you about something that when we were little kids, you never ever wanted to be called. Remember being called a copycat? It's like if, one of your buddies has a brand new pair of sneakers and you're like, the next day, you got those same sneakers. They're like, oh my gosh, you're such a copycat. Or when you're looking on someone's paper in math in third grade because you can't figure out long division, hello, and any kind of things that were related to how it is that your circle used to emulate or copy or pretend that you were like them. And here's what's interesting. When we were little kids, it was often not a great term of endearment. But here as adults, we have an opportunity to have a great big healing in relationship to our overall success, the happiness we're going to achieve in our life, reaching all our great big goals, and truly having what it takes to have the kind of abundant life that absolutely makes you feel like, wow, this is exactly what I was hoping to create in my life, a life that I love. And guess what it is? It's back to that term again, being a copycat. That's right. It's so funny because when you even hear that, it's like, for me, it brings up like, oh goodness, I don't want to be a copycat. But according to some really powerful research based on grit, now over the last couple of years, I think I've done at least a dozen videos on grit and the power of grit in relationship to being the number one driver for success, the number one way to reach all your high goals, those things that absolutely make you go, oh my gosh, if I can reach this level, or if I can get this thing to be accomplished, if I can believe myself into being, it's really all about grit. Grit is the number one driver for all of those things. And what's really interesting, the study that just came out talked about all the different ways that you can achieve greater grit. One being keeping your blood sugar balanced, then one being meditation, the other one being exercise. Well, a new one that's coming into being is it's all about community. It's all about who you are spending time with. And it's really interesting because in my home, we have a little saying, we talk about this a lot with our daughters, that you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. So, people your life well. And this is based on research around something called mirror neurons. And mirror neurons are sitting here in the prefrontal cortex, and they are a part of us that literally is looking for clues all around us. And it tends to emulate what it sees. It wants to copy what's being presented. So how does that have implications for you and I? Well, it's really simple. If we're watching media that's depressing or cynical or, just not uplifting media, it literally starts to imprint in our mirror neurons and we start to take on that energy. We start to want to emulate that energy. Oh my goodness. So that makes me think, wow, if I'm the average of the 5 people I spend the most time with, I want to make sure those 5 people are awesome. And you know what? I spend time with pretty much awesome people. I've got an amazing wife. We've got great kids. I've got some awesome friends. And I've got you. And your messages each and every morning back to me, just the comments and the creativity that we are sharing together. This is a mirror neuron laboratory that you and I are creating here. And this is an opportunity to really help with this idea of grit being contagious. Because what the study really spoke to is that who we spend our time with is also a big part of our grittiness. So we want to spend time around people who are gritty people, high integrity, high character, high persistence, people who do not give up on their dreams, people who will openly support you in going after your dreams. That is contagion. That is really what's going on with the mirror neurons and how it affects us emotionally and then neurochemically. So this is interesting, isn't it? Community is contagious. We are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. And we simply have to say to ourselves, if I'm going to be mirroring what it is that I'm seeing in the world, let me look at my media, look at my family, let me look at my family of choice, let me look at my friends, let me look at all the things that I'm looking at all day long and see whether or not it is helping to augment my belief systems of possibility. Is it helping to elevate me in terms of my willingness to see what's possible for me? Does it help me to break free of the shackles of my own tyranny, of my own trends, of my history? Is it going to allow me to open up and be everything I came here to be? Well, grit is contagious, and you have an opportunity today to be an interior decorator of the way you want your life to outpicture by how it is that you surround yourself with people, media, things, experiences that elevate you to be a possibilitarian so you can create a life that you love. So you know what? Let's be copycats and let's go out there and rock our world. Much love and many blessings. Have an awesome day. Bye for now.